The Joe Rogan Experience.
I'm too busy for Bigfoot.
Ideas. Yeah.
That's definitely, and that might have been a real thing.
You think so?
Yeah. It was a real animal.
There was a creature?
Yeah, there was a real creature called Gigantopithecus. It was a real animal. It was like 8 foot tall, bipedal hominid. It absolutely existed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like a giant ape.
Dude, if a fucking gorilla didn't exist, imagine seeing a gorilla. You'd be like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that thing?
6 foot, 600 pounds.
Hulking, huge, hairy, black beast with a giant chest and enormous arms and pounds on his chest, runs on all fours, and like fucking fangs.
Yeah.
And when they fly through the air at each other and clash,
it's crazy.
And smash into each other and fight. Holy fuck, man. If you didn't know that was real,
I know.
And you ran into a gorilla, you'd be like, what the fuck? And by the way, they didn't know mountain gorillas were even a thing until the early 1900s. They were a legend. Yeah. When was the discovery of mountain gorillas?
Don't they think those giant chimps in the Congo are a hybrid?
No, they don't anymore because they have DNA.
Oh.
They're the only chimpanzee species or subspecies, I guess you should say, that they found that has a crest on its skull like a gorilla. 1902, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. A German explorer, Captain Robert von Beringe. The mountain gorilla was named the Gorilla Beringe in honor of the captain.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Look at those
imagine
things.
that thing. How about those? That guy who is an anti-poaching agent. He helps protect gorillas from poachers.
Yeah.
And he got them to pose standing up in a selfie. And even better, there's video of him tickling the gorillas and the gorillas laughing. Laughing like a person.
Yeah,
dude, it's
so
crazy.
human.
So, was there a Bigfoot? Fuck yeah, there was a Bigfoot. Yeah. It was a real thing. That's why there's so many stories about it. And it probably died off 100,000 years ago or something.
Right.
You know.
Do gorillas ever eat meat, or they're just vegetarians?
Not gorillas. No.
Yeah.
Gorillas are. We are closer to chimpanzees than chimpanzees are to gorillas.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think it's interesting in Goma where those groups of male chimps expand their territory. They kill other males and then move their women and children into the area that they annex.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Vicious. They just, as groups fall on the smaller, tribes of chimps and decimate them.
They have so many similarities to humans.
Yeah.
So many. Yeah. But these Bondo apes, they call them. This is the giant chimp. They nest on the ground too, like gorillas.
Are they as violent as they live in large communities like chimps?
The locals have two names for chimps over there. They have one that they call tree beaters. Those are the regular sized chimps, and the other ones they call lion killers.
Damn,
they're so big. They've got videos of these things eating a leopard.
What?
Yeah, they don't know if it. Yeah, they're enormous chimps. So they don't know if it killed the leopard or if the leopard died and then they're eating it. They don't know, but they do know one was eating a fucking leopard. So you got to think.
Yummy kitty cat.
When they're standing up, they're taller than me. I'm 5'8". They're 6 feet tall. You're 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
So they're your height.
Yeah.
Your height, but a chimp. And a jack chimp.
God.
It's probably like 250, 300 pounds.
Well, they say they're 400 pounds. The ones in the zoo, they have some in the Kansas City Zoo?
No, I don't believe they do.
I think they do.
No.
They have two giant chimps. If you look at
they're just big chimps. Those are just big chimps.
They're huge, though.
Yeah. They do. They've had chimps that are over 200 pounds. They've had some enormous chimps, but they've never had one of these. They live in a very specific area of the Congo.
But they've seen them.
Yes. They have video of them. They have photographs of them. You can see videos and you see camera trap photos. Wow. They're a real animal. It's a really big animal, man. It's a really big chimp.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine seeing a 6 foot chimp?
No.
Dude.
No, they eat your face and your genitals. No thanks.
Just imagine standing there. You turn a corner and there's a chimp as tall as you looking at you.
Disaster.
Yeah.
I have to go low.
Have you ever seen? Yeah, you're not going low.
No.
It doesn't matter what
you do. What was that? They had there was a traveling circus where they had a chimp and they would muzzle it and they'd have any man, the biggest man, just to hold the chimp down for 6 seconds, if you could do that, or 3 seconds, and no man was ever able to do it. Of course. This was a 150-pound chimp.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even if it was muzzled, man, it could still rip your arms off. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're made out of Jell-O.
Have you ever held I've held a small one, a baby one. It was playing with my puppy. And his back felt like wood.
Wood, yeah, like wood. That's a perfect way to describe it. That's exactly how I said it.
Like Dan Henderson probably feels.
Yeah, exactly like Dan Henderson. He's got to be part chimp.
Yeah.
But I had a 2-year-old one once on not Fear Factor, News Radio. And when we're on the set, the scene actually got cut out. We never wound up using the scene. But there was a guy who was like an animal trainer, and he had a couple different animals with him. And one was a baby chimp in diapers. And this baby chimp got on my back and beat on my back a couple times. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was like you hitting me.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. This fucking little tiny thing just wailed on me.
Jesus.
They're so strong, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Their little bodies are just hard, like corded.
No neck. Take crazy punishment.
Yeah.